Hello, this is how to beat the Halloween gambit. It comes from the 4 knights game after e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, knight f6. White sacrifices their knight for the pawn. It looks ridiculous, but white wins over half the games here, so it's very dangerous. Because they get control of the center. After this, they push pawns forward and gain tempos, and your knight's stuck on the back. Your knight's returned to its home square. You have no development. And they're going to get all their pieces into the game. And you just attack. It's super aggressive. And you have to know exactly what you're doing to survive. So, if they play queen f3, play d5. If they take with the knight, then if they take with the queen, with the knight, then c6. Knight's forced to go back. And then you just take pawn on d4. Amazing position. Their pawn on e5 is not living to see another day. And their knight sacrifice was just for nothing. And instead of that, they take the pawn with the queen. This is one of their better tries. Take back. Take back with your knight. They take back with their knight. Play king d8. And then here they play bishop c4. Bishop e6. They castle. You play c5. They trade. They then play b4. And you take on e5. If they take your bishop, then you take theirs. And it's an easy win from here. You're a piece up. You can easily get the rest of your pieces in the game. And you're going to win this pretty easily. If instead of taking, they drop their bishop back, this is their absolute best try. Play bishop d6. Rook d1. Take the knight. They're going to take back. Play king c7. Pawn c4. Knight c6. Wait, no. Oh yeah, knight c6. Here they play b5. And you drop your knight on e5. They play bishop b2. And you defend with your rook. They play pawn c5. Take it. They develop their other rook. Defend with the pawn. And after that, they play bishop to c6. Now, you take it. And instead of taking back, they take this pawn. Put your knight here. And this is white's best try, but you have a winning position here. You have 2 pieces against a rook. Your king is far more active than theirs. And you have a huge advantage here. And you're going to win. If going all the way back, they do not play queen to f3. And instead, if going all the way back, they do not play queen to f3. And instead play bishop c4, the main line. Then you play d5 still. They're likely going to take with their bishop. Kick their bishop out. Bishop's going to drop back to b3. And here you play bishop b4. White's going to castle. You're going to take the knight. They're going to take back. Now you're going to play knight e7, and this is an easy win as you're going to castle. You're up a piece, and you're just doing better. So the bishop c4 main line is not good. And it's going all the way back here. After this line, which we already saw, after all this, and after all this, what if they don't castle? What if they don't castle, instead of playing knight e3, the top engine move? Well, then you just trade. And then you develop your knight to e7. Now they're going to castle. You play king d7. They play pawn c3 to solidify their pawn structure. Play rook d8. They're going to play f4. You play f5. And if they take en passant, then just take back. And after they attack your knight, just play knight h5. And you're just doing great here. You're a piece up. You can manually castle your king, and this should be an easy win. And if instead of taking en passant, they play knight to e3 to attack your pawn, then just defend it with your king. It may look weird, but here they actually have no way to attack your king, because your knight, rook, and king are all controlling d5 squares, so they can't put anything there. They have no light squared bishop to take advantage of your weak light squares, or a queen, so their attack is already neutralized a lot. So you're just doing great here. You have an extra knight. You can easily get the rest of your pieces in the game, and it should be an easy win. And if going all the way back here, if after this line again, this line again, yeah, this instead of and c5 after this trade, if instead of playing, and if after this, after you simply take, and they take this pawn on, and they take the bishop on c5. If instead of taking the bishop on c5, they bring their rook in the game, try and get a powerful attack. Well, this is already a mistake. Simply take the pawn. No, don't take the pawn. Move bishop back. I've already showed this line. What am I doing? That's all the main lines you need to be worried about. And do not lose to the Halloween Gambit. It may look stupid, but it is incredibly dangerous, and white wins a lot of games.